that's all the clothes that I've got. Everything fits nicely into this container. Hey beautiful people, how are you? My name is Conor. You're watching ThrivingMinimalist.com. I tried to set up this shot so that you could kind of see everything and also that I was in it. So it's kind of an odd angle, but I think this will do a pretty good job. And I wanted to make this video because I've made packing videos in the past, but it's been a while, and I also have a different backpack than I used to have, so I wanted to talk about the upgrades I've made to my packing system and the upgrades I've made to my pack itself. So as you may or may not know, Brittany and I travel all over the world all the time. The longest that we've been in one place recently was 5 months, and that was a big deal. But right now we just moved from Austin to Hilo, Hawaii, where we're going to be for 2 months. We have taught some acro classes here. We're running our online business here, and we're really just getting a feel for the place because it's our first time being out here. Absolutely loving it. So we're going to be here 2 months and then headed out to Thailand for another 2 months where we run Fruit Winter Festival. We put on an immersion, an intensive immersion. We also put on a retreat side by side, a 100% donation-based festival. Highly encourage you to check that out at fruitwinterfest.com. So we'll be over there for 2 months. So all in all, this leg of travel in my life is going to be 4 months, and it may be longer than that. So this is essentially all of the stuff that I have packed for myself for 4, maybe 5 months. The only thing that is not pictured here is a little bit of stuff in my hygiene kit, which I share with Brittany, and I can tell you what those things are really quick. It's a tongue scraper, some tooth powder, a toothbrush, and a couple small bottles of essential oils. The other thing that's not featured here is our acro mats. Basically, we just love doing acrobatics, and it's the only thing that we check when we travel, and we've been doing that over the last year because it just makes our acro time so much more enjoyable. So let me go through this stuff that you're seeing right here first, and then I'm going to put it into my upgraded Tom Bihn bag and show you kind of the reasons that I decided to upgrade. And that upgrade was from a 19 liter to a 25 liter. So I did go a little bit bigger. I'm going to talk about why I did that. So we'll just start maybe over here on the left and move forward. First thing I have is a short poetry book by Pablo Neruda. Absolutely beautiful love poetry in here, and it's just kind of nice for me to have something that I can read. I have some books that I've downloaded on my phone, and I'm grateful that exists, but there's nothing like having a book in your hands that you can read from, and I'm absolutely in love with poetry, and Neruda is one of my favorite poets. I also have something that I can write in. This is like a journal for me to write my poetry, for me to keep some of my thoughts if I'm having a tough day, if I'm having a beautiful day, and I just want to write it down. I really like having a journal around. I also use it for just pen drawing, quick drawing. It's really nice to have actually like traveling on an airplane or on a train or on a bus, but it's also just nice to have next to me in the mornings and being able to wake up and use it. The last thing that I'm traveling right now is a pad of high quality, really thick watercolor paper. I've been working on a series recently that I'm really excited about, and I really want to have the materials that are exciting me at the time, not limit myself to crappier water paper or smaller stuff, because this is really important to me. You can see more of this stuff on conorandbrittany.com/ConorsArt, and I'll put a post to that there. I really love having this paper. It's perfect for me. I used to travel paper that was a little bit smaller that I could fit inside of this container, but because of the current project I'm working on, I really want to have that size, and it fits nicely into my backpack. I'll show you that in a minute. This I've actually made a video about before. I have upgraded my traveling art case a little bit, and I'll show you what's in there briefly. I have a set of high quality pens. This is just a mixture of pens. yeah, I mean, nothing really fancy to say about these. They're maybe $10 to $20 on Amazon, something like that. But a high quality pen is something I use in my artwork quite a bit. I have a set of really inexpensive, they're called chip brushes. This is something you can get at Home Depot for like $3 maybe, something like that. I have some more expensive brushes in here, 2 of them. They're about $20 a piece. They're really high quality watercolor brushes. And then I have this really cheap container of watercolor paints, which I enjoy using from time to time. And then this is a new watercolor set that I got. I'm really into it. I think this was about $20. This paintbrush is reusable. The water for the paintbrush itself is stored inside here. So as you use your watercolor, you can use the water inside of the brush. You don't need a separate container. And then if you want to dab it off, you can use these sponges on the sides. And these are really high quality, dense watercolor. They're the ones that I use for those paintings that I just showed you. I'm really in love with this new kit. All of this stuff fits quite nicely in this little container, and that's feeling really good for me to have everything kind of stored away. Even when I'm using it like every day, I still put it away because it's just a nice feeling. Y'all have seen my Xero Shoes before. I'm affiliated with this company. It's one of the few companies that I'm affiliated with. I don't generally do any YouTube videos on products unless I'm really into them, which I've made videos on Bihn. I've made videos on Xero Shoes. So these are the only pair of shoes that I have. They're the only ones that I travel with. I use them for everything. If I get cold with these, I just put on a pair of socks and use them. But most of the time, I'm just not in cold enough environments where I need a different type shoe. And even for hiking, or even if I did some running, I still prefer to use these. So xeroshoes.com, Xero with an X, is awesome. I'll put an affiliate link down below. So if you do purchase one, I'll get a small kickback from them. So I just showed you my socks. I just travel 1 pair of socks. I've got my iPhone 6 in a life-proof container. I use my iPhone every single day for business. I do all kinds of things on here. Absolutely love this phone. Really happy to have it. This big dog is a 15-inch MacBook Pro I've had for 5 years. It's one of the best investments I made at the time. I spent a lot of money on it, loaded with programs. I've made a video about this before, but it's just done me so well. I got this thing chock full of memory, and I'm really glad I did because it's just held out super well. The only thing that I would do different is buy a 13-inch. I don't need the 15. The 15 was overkill. And it's also one of the big reasons that I had to move away from the Bihn 19 into the Bihn 25, because the 19 did not really contain my 15-inch very easily. So I upgraded to the 25 so that I can put the computer in there and not have to wrestle it in. I always travel an extra toothbrush, even though I have a gentler toothbrush that I enjoy using in my Hygiene Kit. I like having an extra one around. And I just leave this one in my backpack because sometimes the Hygiene Kit is hanging up in a bathroom, but I have my backpack with me, and when you need to brush your teeth, you need to brush your teeth. I also have just an extra writing pen and an extra spoon. Spoons I use much more often over forks. I can turn this guy around and actually use it to cut things with, like soft fruit, which is generally what I'm going to be using the spoon for. Then I have this little container here, which houses my audio recorder. So I've got the cord for the audio recorder here, and then I've got the audio recorder here, which I'm using to record the audio right now in this video. It's just an upgrade that Brittany and I felt would really benefit our individual channels and our joint channel, and I think it's been great to have. So it's totally worth me packing that around. I have the long, extended version of the cord for my MacBook Pro. I really have found this to be such a benefit. You can take off the bottom of these cords and have less to carry around, but I found that in airports and stuff like that, in general, I just needed that little extra bit. So I'm happy that I travel this big guy. Then I've got a small electronics case. In here I've got my phone charger. I've got an external an external hard drive. I've got a couple external hard drives actually to separate YouTube videos and information on the separate YouTube accounts that we have. And everything is just really nice and contained in these little packaged containers that zip up and hold everything in. So that feels really good for me. Kind of an odd thing that I'm traveling, but that I've found to be really helpful, especially when I'm doing a lot of acrobatics training, are these 2 balls. These are lacrosse balls inside of a sock, and you can use these on different parts of your body. You can kind of massage your arms or whatever, but mostly I lay down on this and either put it on my neck or on my spine or on my muscles back here for handstands and stuff, and roll out knots. I'm really happy that I keep this in my bag. I've used it a lot. I have a sarong. This is what I use as a towel. Maybe I'll use it to bundle up under my back when I do acro. I use it to change. And happy I have this as well. This is my shaver. So I've actually made a video on this shaver before. This is my 3rd one from this company. This is a Braun Shaver. It's pretty great for the price. It's completely waterproof. They actually only give you one of these, but I have the extra one from my previous shavers. The only thing that I've found with these is that if you try and put everything inside of one case, this is the thing that keeps your beard at a certain length. All these teeth start breaking off because they're just too jammed in. So what I've done is I use 2, and I separate and put the cord and the teeth thing and the cleaner in here, and I put the shaver itself in here. So it's actually like definitely the biggest thing I have for grooming, and it does feel a little overkill, but at the same time I don't really know what else I would use. I use this maybe twice a month, sometimes only once a month, but when I do want it, there's really nothing else that I could use that's going to be better than this for that price, certainly. And it was, if I didn't say it already, it was about a $60 purchase. Generally, I carry our really nice Canon G7X camera in here, but it's being used to record the video right now, but I do carry that in here. And then I've got my clothes. So let me show you what that's all about. This is a hoodie. It's a zipper up hoodie. Generally, I wear this in the backpack when I'm traveling. I just put it behind me so that it goes through both of the arms and just kind of dangles. I don't normally pack this in because most often if I'm traveling, I'm going to be on a plane and I'm either going to be cold and use it, or I'm going to use it as a pillow. So I just kind of have this guy out. Obviously, I've packed the clothes that I'm wearing. 1 shirt and 1 pair of shorts. I'll start in this back first. These are just a pair of sweatpants. They have pockets. They're a women's version of sweatpants that I think looks really cool, and they're comfy and cozy. So I use those if I'm chilly or if I just run out of shorts to wear. On this side, this won't take long, trust me. This is a bathing suit. I also use it for acro or for dancing sometimes. I've got a pink shirt that is advertising the festival I just told you about, Fruit Winter Fest. Check that festival out if you want to come to an awesome immersion. It's a 5-day immersion. Everything included for a really good price. You can check that out on fruitwinterfest.com. I've got another pair of shorts. I've got a pair of long johns. This is a pair of high quality long johns that go on your legs. This makes all the difference when I'm a little bit chilly. And I've got 1 more t-shirt. So that's all the clothes that I've got. Everything fits nicely into this container. Oh, and the final thing is just a pair of headphones. These are about $8 pair of headphones. I really like the ones that go all the way into the ears and also have the microphone on there. So I think that's it. I'm just going to pack this stuff up and show you how beautifully it fits into this Tom Bihn bag. I have to say that this Tom Bihn bag is amazing, and I totally recommend this company, Tom Bihn. They're just a kick-ass company. The customer service is killer. They have a lifetime warranty on these, so if anything breaks, you send it back to them. They either give you a new one or they repair it. The zippers are super high quality. The part up here is completely waterproof. This is where you put your water in. It's completely waterproof, so if water comes out of your water container, it doesn't go into the rest of your bag. I don't know if they advertise this bag as water resistant, but I have found that it is indeed water resistant. Got this extra divider in here for computers. I put my computer in there. I put my paper in there. I put my book and my writing guy in there. Okay, that's everything I'm going to put in the biggest container. Then on the side, I'm going to throw in my spoon and my pen and my extra toothbrush. It's got little pockets in there to hold that stuff. On this side, I would put my audio guy in there, but I'm using it right now, but I'll put the container in there. In the bottom, I like to put my socks so that they're handy, and the sarong. Put that in there. In the smallest container, I put this guy. I generally put my passport inside of the small container as well, and I do have a water bottle, which I put in the big container. Obviously, I'm going to put my shoes on. I'm going to put this dangling in the back here. I'm going to put this in my pocket, and this is it. I have tons of space still in here. I could put another 5 liters in here. Like I said, I was really utilizing the 19 before. It worked awesome for me. The only issue I was having was that my 15-inch computer did not fit very well. So this upgrade, I love it. I love having a little bit of extra space. And it still fits underneath the seat in the airplane. It fits above, obviously, very easily. It looks just like a normal size backpack. And I'm really, really thrilled with it. That's it, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. ThrivingMinimalist.com. So much love to you. I'd love for you to check out our newly upgraded website, ConorandBrittany.com, where we talk and share about authentic relationships, self-love, how to walk with compassion in this world, and how to love each other doing it. So much love to you. I hope this video was exciting for you, interesting for you. Post in the comments down below. Hit the like button. It lets me know I'm doing a good job. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.